Welcome to the big fat quiz of everything. This show is like a huge selection box. Once you dive in, you'll realise someone's eaten all the nice ones. We were able to film the show this evening because we're using strict COVID guidelines and also because this lot would rather die than not be on TV. Let's meet the teams. One's a blonde with a big mouth, the other's got a big mouth and is blonde. It's Boris Johnson's love children, Rob, Beckett and Roisin Conaty. Next up, two comedy friends who I like to call Woko and Joko. It's Nish Kumar and Katherine Ryan. He puts the ha-ha into her cha-cha, which is, I think, how the Strictly Curse started. It's Rob, Brydon and Oti Mabuse. This is the big fat quiz of everything. It covers every topic, so it's like being back at school for the evening. What were you like at school, Rob?
I fell short.
Because of your height? Yes.
Yes.
No, I've got a picture of you at school, just to remind you. You were, it seems, middle-aged at school.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Look at that. It was the late 70s, so I got the shirt. It's open, tie, it's a big fat knot. I'm looking good.
Oti, I think I've got a shot of you at school.
Oh, where did you guys get these photos? This was literally our school uniform, Capital Park Primary School.
Lovely.
Sorry, I'm getting a bit edgy. I'm getting PTSD from when I used to visit my uncle in prison. All these screens, it's tough to...
Don't do what I did, Rob! Stay clean!
Will you be here for Christmas?
Probably not!
Are you going to try and smuggle something to each other through this?
Will it fit in my bum?
If you're good. Nish, what were you like at school? Were you studious?
I was excellent, Jimmy.
I imagine you were.
Yeah, great grades. Very late loss of virginity.
Voted most likely to end up with a porn moustache. Here's a picture of you as a child.
What? Oh, come on!
All I can tell you there is if you measure the distance from the eyebrow to the top of the head, that is a remarkable achievement there.
I look like the Fresh Prince of East Croydon. Like, the hair is very high.
OK, now, I'm not sure if people will be aware of this, but Katherine Ryan was born in the 1930s. Talk me through, what the hell's going on there?
Obviously, my grandma put me in beauty pageants and she did all my styling, and I think she did my aesthetic in her own image.
She put you in beauty pageants?
Yes.
I mean, no offence, but she's optimistic, isn't she? I've got interchangeable photos of Roisin and Rob. I mean, the teeth give it away, but that's it.
Oh, my goodness!
They used to call me tombstone teeth. Look at them. Have they been stretched out in Photoshop, or is that...
That's the real deal. But
They look like they never end.
They look like they're coming out of both ends.
Of course, not everyone looks silly in their school photos. Some people look very handsome when they were young.
Ooh. You look like the boy next door to the house where all the animals keep going missing. You know, you look like Trouble. True. Really adorable, though. Adorable Trouble.
Just your type. OK. Have you got team names? Rob, Roisin, you got team name?
Yeah. Tits and teeth.
Yeah.
Tits and teeth.
I'm the tits.
I'm teeth.
You sound like an adorable crime duo.
Yeah.
We are. Get me out of here!
We get stuff done.
Nish, Katherine, you got team name?
We've been workshopping it a little bit.
And what did you settle on in the end?
We want to call ourselves All Killer, Some Filler.
Rob, Oti, have you got a team name?
Well, before we come on to that, can
I
I just say that I'm feeling very much as though I'm Oti's grandfather. I've come to pick her up from the school disco, and I'm worried about the crowd that she's fallen in.
That really feels like an accurate vibe. This is...
Yeah. We have come up with a name, and it's just a cunning wordplay. We're going for robot.
Robot?
Yeah.
Robot.
Rob and
Rob.
Oti.
Oti, Ot. Robot.
Surely Robotti would make sense.
I think, with the greatest respect, Robert, I didn't jump in at any point when you were shouting about your tits and your teeth. We are robot.
OK, let's get on with the quiz. Our first round is all about history, a round that encompasses everything that's ever happened, ever. This could take a while. In 1936, Edward VIII abdicated from the throne. It was the royal scandal of the century. The only way it could have been worse is if he tried to cover it up by claiming he couldn't sweat. William Wallace led the Scottish resistance in the War of Independence. After his trial, he was stripped naked, dragged through the streets by a horse, hung, cut down while still alive, castrated, disemboweled, had his guts burnt in front of him, then beheaded, quartered, and had his head dipped in tar and stuck on a pike. His final words were, "I get it, you're upset." Right, let's get started. I've got some history questions for you. Question number one. Take a look at these men. They went by the nicknames The Weasel, Napoleon, Chaz, Buster, and Big Jim. But what unites them all? Genuinely think I look a little bit like Big Jim. That's just me with my old hairline. I'm aware that Rob and Roisin might not be able to answer because they're not grasses. OK, next we have a question from Paloma Faith. Over to you, Paloma.
Hi, Jimmy. My new album is called Infinite Things and has songs called Supernatural and Monster. But it's another type of infinite being that I wanted to ask you about. Gods and goddesses. The ancient Greeks and Romans had loads of them, representing all sorts of things. But can your teams tell me the Greek or Roman names for the following? The ruler of the underworld, the king of the gods, and the goddess of love.
OK, that was Sharon from EastEnders in the 80s.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah?
We know all of these answers.
Rob Brydon knows all of these answers.
No, the team.
Oti, do you... Sorry,
So the two of
robot.
us together. The two of us
Just
together.
I'm the robot, the team.
That's your robot dance.
That is my
I thought
robot
you would do the
dance.
robot a bit better than that, somehow.
No, it's shit dance.
It's a shit dance. Question number three. The Victorians had a wide range of slang. All I want to know is what the following meant. Who would I be talking about if I said mutton shunter? Mutton shunter. What's a mutton shunter? What would I be talking about if I mentioned a bag, a mystery? And what body part would I be talking about if I talked about my sauce box? So what's a mutton shunter, a bag, a mystery, and a sauce box? Of course, it wouldn't be the Big Fat Quiz if we didn't have an appearance from the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School performing one of their unconventional school plays. Take a look.
Oh no, it's gone! Please, it's been stolen.
Do you know who stole it? No, but we must get it back. Psst. Who are you? I want lots of money to get it back. I've been held to ransom. Oh, no! Woof, 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 woof. What is it, doggy? What do you have there? Woof, woof. You found it? He's such a good doggy. You're a clever doggy. He's a good boy. Woof, woof. The case is closed! Yay!
I'll tell you what's weird. We've been doing the Big Fat Quiz of the Year for about 15 years. Those kids haven't got any older. OK, so they were clearly acting out the theft and recovery of the World Cup in 1966.
I thought
Is
was
that
gonna be
not
the
the question?
No, the question is, what was the name of the dog that found the World Cup?
Did she say?
No, she didn't say. It's a really famous dog.
In other news, I've come up with another name that I think is more in keeping. What I haven't told Oti. Self-Mabuse. Self-abuse. Self-Mabuse.
Self-Mabuse.
OK, forget it. I just thought it was a little more edgy. I thought it might be... You know.
So, what was the name of the dog that found the World Cup in 1966?
Sugar tits.
Stop calling me sugar tits and try and get the answer.
I'm gonna call you good boy. Good boy. The dog's called Sugar Tits.
Roche, stop it. Take a look at this clip of Edith Russell, an American journalist speaking in 1970. All I want to know is, what is she talking about?
There was a very slight bump. Just a little jar, nothing at all. I went in my room. There was a second light jar, nothing of consequence. But you knew something had happened. I don't doubt that they were playing music. Other people heard it. I said, jump. With this thing I've got on, what do you think I am, an acrobat or a monkey or something? We picked up the bits of ice, and most of us played snowballs.
So, that was Katherine Ryan there without makeup. But what was she talking about? That was in 1970. What was she talking about? You got this, Oti?
I think we do.
Oh, we got this. We're
You got
all over
this.
this.
Team Robot for a reason. We're ready.
Team Robot.
It's a game.
OK, right, time for our first set of answers. Question number 1. I showed you some pictures. I said, what connected the Weasel, Napoleon, Chaz, Buster and Big Jim? What did you all put?
I knew that it was a crime, and then Nish elaborated with the Great Train Robbery.
Great Train Robbery is the right answer.
Yeah,
They're
there
the
you go.
guys that did the Great Train Robbery. What did you put, Rob, Oti?
Because of Buster, yes.
Yes.
We put white-collar criminals, which is technically true if you look at the photograph.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're not getting that because they've got... I mean, they're not white-collar
Well,
criminals.
Jimmy, let's be
Criminals.
pedantic, please.
Do you want to have a little look at what the general public thought of the Great Train Robbers?
Yes,
Take a look at this when they were on the run.
In an escape like this, whose side are you instinctively on, the escaped man or the police?
On the escaped man, I think. I'd like to encourage the police, but I think the escape, I'd like him to have a good run for his money.
I think if I saw him in the street, I should be very tempted to go to the police straight away, because that would give me a chance of personal glory.
I think that it's dreadful. I think thieves ought to get what's coming to them. Besides, I'm a policeman's wife.
Paloma Faith asked you to name 2 gods and a goddess. The Greek or Roman names would be fine. What have you got?
This is quite easy, if you don't mind me saying.
OK, Rob,
I'm guessing...
Oti, what do you get?
What do you think, Oti?
We said Hades,
Zeus and Venus.
Yeah, it was quite easy.
It was really...
You're going to fist bump like you're in prison. OK.
Katherine Ryan, let me tell you, smashed this out at such speed, I'm beginning to think she is an ancient Greek. It was unbelievable.
She's been around a while. She's certainly older than you think, but maybe not ancient Greek. And Rob and Roisin, you've written Sugar Babes. You don't get any points for that. I can only apologise. OK, all right. So, third question, I asked you for Victorian slang. OK, so I asked you, what was a mutton shunter? What do you think, Rob? Oti?
I think we put shepherd for that. But I mean...
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's a good answer.
I don't think
Is it a right answer?
No.
Well,
No.
it's not that we're good,
Did
is
you get
it?
mutton shunter?
I thought it was Victorian.
Sheep shagger.
Sheep shagger.
It's another good answer.
It's basically the same as a shepherd, though, isn't it, really?
Differences.
Why would you keep that many?
There's a bunch of people who admit to shagging sheep. And I have a friend who did a travel show, and you speak to them, and they're very happily, like, who in the room has shagged sheep? They put their hands up.
Wow.
It's what they do, and, like...
I'd go flamingo over sheep.
Yeah, why?
It's the sexiest animal.
Yeah.
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen. All for free. No subscription required.
Flamingo?
Flamingos are sexy, aren't they?
Sexy.
I don't want to. It's not like on a Tinder like criteria.
I can see why you
I just think it'd be a bit unsteady on one foot. I think you'd lose purchase.
The danger.
They smell. Flamingos smell.
Do they?
Do you like
I'll
that?
give it a wash first.
We're just taking a brief break while we discuss what animal we would find. We'll be right back after these messages.
You asked our answer.
Sorry, what's your answer?
We have no idea.
OK.
Perineum.
Oh.
Perineum, you put.
Yes.
OK. So, Victorian slang words. So, a mutton shunter was a policeman because part of their job was to move along prostitutes who were known as muttons. Bag of mystery?
Hot dog.
Oh, very close. I think I will give you a point for that.
Oh, what? Really?
What did you get?
I put my pants.
As a bag of mystery?
Just a humorous sort of take on it, really.
I'm almost tempted to give you a point for that as well, because the answer is sausages.
Yes!
And what will you find in my pants? But a sausage.
OK, and the last sauce box is the body part. What was the...
Ball sack.
Put mouth. Ooh.
Mouth is the right answer. OK. Mitchellbrook Primary School performed a school play where they recovered the World Cup in 1966, which was stolen, held to ransom. What was the name of the dog that found it?
Now, if this is correct, I'll be delighted. But I've taken a swing at Brian Dogmeister.
What did you put for this?
I think we put Bobby.
Oh. Just because it's a cute name for a dog. And
it's a very difficult question.
You're not wrong. It's a cute name for a dog.
Bobby.
Can we have a go?
Go on, then. What did you get?
Pickles.
Is the right answer.
Thank you.
Wow.
OK, you saw an American journalist, Edith Russell, recalling a moment from history What was she describing? I'm going to go over to Roisin and Rob for their answer. What do you think the old lady was talking about?
Strictly Come Dancing.
She was the first winner.
Rob, Oti.
Well, it seemed obviously to be the Titanic striking the iceberg. Our fear in Team Self-Mabuse/Roboti is Oti is that it's too easy, and maybe it's something a bit more fiendishly clever.
You're right.
But I'm right that it's too easy and it's something more fiendishly clever.
No, you're right.
I was halfway towards doing that then.
It's a right answer. Titanic.
Yay!
I think we got slightly distracted.
What did you think it was?
We put Meteor Smash, brackets aliens question mark.
Well, I'm going to say no. No on both of those. I mean, when I've already said the answer, it's the fact there was a bit of hopeful in your voice there. So at the end of that first round, the scores are Rob and Oti have 5, Nish and Katherine have 5, Rob and Roisin very lucky to have 2. Welcome back to the big fat quiz of everything. This next round is all about music. In a world that's so full of anxiety, violence and misery, I truly believe that music is the one thing we can all use to drown out the screams of people we don't care about. Andrew Lloyd Webber is a hugely successful composer famous for writing about flamboyant fictional characters like Phantom of the Opera, Mr. Mistopheles and Jesus Christ. In previous centuries, male opera singers were castrated in order to be able to hit the high notes. I think we can all agree that that's barbaric and no opera singer should ever have to go through that again, except maybe the guy from the Go Compare ad. Right, time for some music questions. First up, take a look at this colourful and vibrant Pepsi advert featuring Beyoncé. It's based on a famous opera. Can you tell me which one?
Ooh. There's no words that he sees it all down the street to an open hole. He tastes sensation he loves so well. Now he's born and he starts to yell.
What did they pay Beyoncé to say Pepsi's better than Coke?
There was a whole boom of pop stars doing Pepsi adverts, and I loved them. Remember Britney, Beyonce, Pink, midriffs everywhere. I loved it.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even think they should call it Pepsi. I think it should be called Is Pepsi All Right? No one's ever ordered a Pepsi, have they? You go, can I get a Coke? And they go, Is Pepsi all right? And you go, oh, all right.
I sometimes feel I am the Pepsi to Romesh Ranganathan's Coke.
Next, it's over to soul icon, Billy Ocean.
Hey, Jimmy. I got something to... Listen, I had a big hit back in 1985 with When the Going Gets Tough, the Tough Gets Going. But I'm not the only tough musician out there. I'll tell you why. Back in 1981, legendary Johnny Cash got into a fight with an unusual opponent. But can your team tell me who or what he fought?
That's Billy Ocean.
I like him because his name sounds like someone forgot Aquaman's name. You know, the guy, he's in the... Billy Ocean, you know him,
OK, so he wants to know who Johnny Cash got into a fight with back in 1981. OK, question number 3. What extraordinary 2012 Coachella performance led to audience members saying things such as, haunted me in my sleep, I think I might have cried, and I thought I was seeing things?
This is exactly our area.
Question number 4. In 1986, Robert Palmer released the song Addicted to Love. Can you tell me 3 symptoms he claims are telltale signs of you being addicted to love?
Your lights are on.
Right, OK, well, can you do that a bit quieter?
You're not home. Yo, man. Is that your own?
Yes, but you have to write these down. This is the... 3 of the symptoms of being addicted to love.
D-D-D.
D-D-D-D. D-D-D-D. D-D-D-D.
That's what I do when I hear a song. Better, better, better. I'm addicted to love.
You're really not giving anything away here with your rendition.
I'm here for moral support.
You're not. You're here to be on a team.
I'm supporting Rob.
Supporting Rob. You look like a carer, a nice carer that's turned up to take care of Rob through the wilderness years.
She only came because she thought she was with Anton Dubek. We all know that. And now she's making the best of it. She thought it was Anton, and she's putting on a brave face.
You thought it was Anton, briefly.
I thought it was Anton.
You looked in the mirror, you thought, come on.
Yeah. That's what I dream on.
Right, who had 20 minutes in for Anton Dubek? Right.
He still hasn't done Ronnie Corbett. I'm amazed.
As I said earlier, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
All I need is the touch of the glasses. I'm happy. OK. Finally, in this round, the Spice Girls' 1997 Brits performance was memorable for Jerry Halliwell's iconic Union Jack dress. Now, underneath your desks are some replica dresses. All I want you to do is draw what you think was on the back of the dress.
Is it a dress if your vag is out?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's like, I mean, it's a T-shirty dress. Yeah, I mean, in fairness to her, she did have knickers on.
What do you think of this, the Daily Mail? Who doesn't love this country now?
Controversially, Nish has joined UKIP on our show.
Guys, I just think we're better off out, OK?
OK, I've got some answers for you. You saw Beyoncé star in a stylish advert for Pepsi that was based on a famous opera, but which one? What do you all get?
Carmen?
We went Carmen.
You went Carmen?
I think.
We went Madame Butterfly.
I can tell you the answer was... Carmen. It's the story of Don Jose, who's sort of a jealous lover, and he gets together with a gypsy girl, and then she goes off with a bullfighter, so he kills the girl.
Yeah, he's fuming in it, isn't he?
Yeah. It sounds classy, and then you read that and you go, it's like Corrie. OK, so point, no point. Madame Butterfly, I thought you would have got, I thought you'd get that.
I didn't know. Opera's not my thing.
What was your thing?
Dancing.
Oh, yeah.
I
knew you from somewhere. Billy Ocean asked you if you knew who Johnny Cash got into a fight with in 1981.
A boy named Sue?
A boy named Sue's a great answer.
Is it the right answer?
It is not the right answer. No, I'm moving on politely.
Oh.
Nish and Catherine, very close.
We thought maybe cockfighting.
What was their answer?
A chicken.
Oh.
Robert, Oti, what did you get?
We went for a humorous answer. We put Johnny Chip and Pin. And it was over song choice. We had no idea on this one, I'm afraid.
Yes.
OK, well, I'll let him tell you himself.
We had an ostrich, but the ostrich met me in the road one day when I was taking a walk, and he's 8 feet tall. And he threw his wings up like this and hissed at me. And I walked around him, but when I came back, I had about an 8-foot pole with me, in case he was still there. And he was, and he started at me, and I swung the pole, which is exactly what he wanted me to do. He jumped straight up. He jumped straight up and came back down and hit me right here and broke 3 ribs.
An ostrich.
Wow. It was an ostrich called Waldo. I asked you what 2012 Coachella performance led viewers to say, haunted me in my sleep, I think I might have cried, and I thought I was seeing things. What did you all put?
Well, we put a real answer and a joke answer. The joke answer was Jimmy Carr. And marginally more lifelike was the Tupac hologram.
Well, the Tupac hologram is absolutely right. That's what... I'm just gonna break it to Rob. Tupac's dead.
Take a look at what the answer is that we put down. Take a look at the handwriting, Jimmy. Whose handwriting is that?
Tupac
It's
hologram?
It's not Oti's handwriting, Jimmy. Looks like Bobby's down with them after all.
Wow, he's no idea what he's saying there. If you're in a gang and that's offensive, I'm sorry. Roisin, Rob, did you get this?
Yeah, we got Tupac, didn't we?
Yep. Well, you all got that right. Yeah, it was Snoop Dogg's performance alongside a hologram of Tupac. Let's take a look at the remarkably lifelike recreation of Tupac in action.
Get ready for the throwdown, the shit's about to go down. Me and Snoop about to clash. I'm losing my religion. I'm vicious on these stool pitches. You might be deep in this game, but you got the rules missing. Bitches get acting like you're savage. Say out to get the cabbage. I got
You've got to feel bad for Snoop there, haven't you? Because he's pretty high most of the time. He must have gone, this is weird. I could have sworn that guy was dead.
It'd be annoying if they did your hologram like when you was having a bit of a fat day, wouldn't it? You know, like the end of Christmas.
4th of January, we're doing your hologram. Oh, no.
Jimmy's already cut a deal to do 100 years of hologram touring.
I asked you some of the symptoms of being addicted to love. Did you get them? Probably easiest, Rob, if you just sing us the song.
Well, your mind is not your own. Your teeth sweat. Your heart races.
Teeth sweat?
Your teeth sweat?
That's how I remember it.
Good Ronnie Corbett. What would it sound like if Ronnie Corbett covered Addicted to Love?
Oh!
The lights are on. You're not home. Your mind is not your... I'm doing Ronnie Corbett. It's one of those songs, Oti, you think you know, and then you sit here humming it, and I don't know, your heart... I don't know, your mind is not your own.
Your mind is not your own. You definitely get a point for that.
Yeah.
That's a correct one. What else did you have?
Your teeth sweat,
No.
your heart races.
Teeth sweat.
Your teeth sweat is the most bizarre thing you've ever written down. I mean, not even Rob's teeth sweat. There's enough of them.
And I've been to some well-off places.
What did you get over there, Rob Roisin?
Well, your mind's not your own, and then...
Heartbeats, lights on. The lights are on.
Lights are on.
Your heart beats in double time is the lyric. Nish, Katherine, what did you get?
I didn't believe in any of these answers, but Nish bullied me to write them down.
Yeah.
Hands, sweat. Obviously, lights on, you're not home. That's in reference to losing your mind. And then your heart beats so fast, it's racing. We paraphrased.
Yeah.
So let's just have a look.
Lights are on, yes, please. Yes.
Your mind is not your own. Your heart sweats, your body shakes. But a kiss is what it takes. You can't sleep, you can't eat. There's no doubt you're in deep.
Roach, come on, come in. If you think you know the answer, I will back you, but don't give me shit. I'll go to fucking war for you. I'll go to fucking war.
If you've just tuned in, welcome to the Big Fat Quiz of Everything Prison Edition. You get 2 points, you get 2 points, you get 2 points.
Hey! Therefore, making the round pointless.
I wanted you to draw what was on the back of Jerry Halliwell's Union Jack dress. Please show me your pictures of dicks and balls.
I didn't do that.
I didn't do that, actually.
OK. Oh, Nish, let's go with
I
yours.
wrote something quite serious.
Leave means leave. Katherine?
I think I really know what it is. It's like a peace sign with a feminist symbol.
Pretty
Guys,
good.
why has no one else put them on and stood up, apart from...
I think the word you're looking for is dignity.
What have you got, Roche?
I thought it reminded me of a menu.
A menu? And a chalkboard at a pub.
Chalkboard at a pub.
Rob, what did you think?
I just wrote, same as the front.
Same as the front.
That normally, with dresses, they're the same as the front, aren't they? So I just wrote same as the front.
It's a very good guess.
I mean, I'm here for points, mate.
Oti, what have you got?
I did the same as Katherine, but my sign is slightly upside down.
OK. Rob, did you get this?
Mine is a little cruel, and I regret it.
Well, we just take a look. Yes, it was the peace sign. OK, no points, points. OK, now it's time for a special bonus question as we head over to the Channel 4 newsroom where Jon Snow is reporting on a classic song. All you need to do is write down the song.
Oxfordshire police have issued a restraining order against a man after a woman reported a stalker who kept calling her special and wishing he was the same. The man in question is said to have compared the woman to an angel, but also told her on more than one occasion that he couldn't look her in the eye and that her skin made him cry. When neighbours of the man were questioned, they said he was known to be a weirdo who strived for the perfect body and always wanted to have control. When asked about his behaviour, the woman went on to say that he kept repeating he would do whatever makes her happy and wanted her to notice him even when he wasn't around. Back to you, Jimmy.
Thank you, John. OK. So did you get this? Did you know what John was talking about?
Yes.
Which song? What did you get, Rob?
I've written Creep, Radiohead.
OK. And you've got Nish?
Creep
Katherine?
by Radiohead from the album Pablo Honey.
Rob, Oti?
We weren't sure, but we know that this song is often the answer on music-based questions.
Well, let's go to Jon Snow for the answer.
But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here.
Is he all right?
Fun fact about Jon Snow, he's never seen anyone play the guitar. Let's check in on the scores. So, currently behind, Rob and Roisin with 7. Rob and Oti have 9. Nish and Katherine in the lead with 11. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz of Everything. The next round is all about film and television. And if there are any younger viewers watching, television was sort of like a longer version of a TikTok video. The film Flashdance has a great message for our times. Just because you're following your dreams of being a dancer, it doesn't mean you can't retrain as a welder. The school-based drama Grange Hill was set in a more innocent time, and we never missed an episode. It didn't matter what was happening. Sniffing glue from a carrier bag, finding porn mags in a hedge, or getting finger blasted behind some bins. When the time came, you stopped what you were doing, rushed home, and watched Grange Hill. OK, time for TV and film questions. Question number 1. Take a look at these iconic lead characters. Can you tell me what they've all got in common?
Oh, no.
What have all those characters got in common? So it's Ed Norton in Fight Club, Marilyn Monroe in The 7-Year Itch, Ryan Gosling in Drive, and John David Washington in Tenet. What have they all got in common?
Absolutely no idea.
Stop. Have they got that?
Something there.
All right, question number 2 on film and TV. Back in 2007, the country was rocked by a Blue Peter scandal when a kitten was named Socks, despite viewers voting for another name. What was the actual winning name of that cat? It's now over to the Karate Kid himself, Ralph Macchio, for the question.
Wow!
Hi, Jimmy. I'm back playing Daniel LaRusso in Netflix's Cobra Kai Season 3, which, of course, is a sequel to the original Karate Kid films. Now, it may have been 36 years, but I have never forgotten the training that Mr. Miyagi gave me in the first film. Can your teams name 3 of the household chores he instructed me to do in the original film?
I mean, what is going on with his curtains?
Yeah.
What's happened there?
Question 4. The song at the end of Only Fools and Horses is called Hookie Street. Could you name 3 things you could buy down Hookie Street?
Ooh. I'm not from here.
OK, leave this to me.
Yeah, I'm not obliged to answer the question.
Well, so you're not obliged to answer the question.
I'm not from here.
It's an international hit.
No, it's not. Really is not.
OK, question 5, last one on film and TV. I'm going to play you 4 memorable audio clips of some excitable and emotional Oscar-winning actresses. All you need to do is tell me who they are.
And I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now. You like me.
Oh, boy.
I love it up here.
Oh, my God.
I don't know.
OK, so point for each one.
The first and the last.
Did you just knock on the window?
No.
Oh, Roche.
We'll see.
OK, you ready for answers? I showed you 4 famous leading characters in major Hollywood movies. I asked you what they all have in common. What did you put?
We think they're all unnamed characters. Like unnamed main characters.
Correct answer.
Yeah!
100% right.
Well done.
Yeah, I mean, I presume you got this as well. What you put, Rob, Roisin?
Well, they all order, weirdly enough, at the curry house, chicken madras, sagaloo and garlic naan.
Rob, Oti, I notice you've...
Well, we've established, haven't we, that these are all characters without names. So
Yes.
what better way to convey that by giving you an answer without text?
Brilliant.
Bullshit. So, in Fight Club, Ed Norton is just known as narrator. In The 7-Year Itch, Marilyn Monroe is known as the girl. In Drive, Ryan Gosling is referred to as Kid or the driver. And in 2020's Tenet, John David Washington's character is credited as the protagonist, presumably because the script is unfinished. I asked you if you knew what the Blue Peter kitten should have been called when it was named by the viewers. What did you go with?
I would have called him Snowball or Snowy. But then you haven't got that much snow in this country, so maybe it's not a go-to.
Also, it was a controversial name because they couldn't use it on a kid's show.
Well, that's why Nish overruled me with WAP.
And you went with OT?
So Rob convinced me.
Rob convinced you, a beloved family entertainer.
I just believe in my partner so much, and I wrote it.
Right.
Is that the right answer?
That is not the right answer. Rob and Roisin, I think, might have it.
A Catty McCatface.
No.
No, we haven't. And Sue, you wanted Sue written down.
The actual answer is Cookie. They voted for Cookie. They wanted to call the cat Cookie, but they couldn't call it Cookie because some people pointed out that that can also mean a lady's Sunday face. OK, the Karate Kid asked you to name 3 of the household chores he was instructed to do by Mr Miyagi as part of his training. Did you get them?
We think it's waxing,
Yep.
mopping and painting.
Definitely 2 out of the 3 there. What did you get, Nish? Catherine?
Wax on, wax off, brackets, car cleaning, sweep the leg, brackets, floor, and then we just wrote folding clothes because we couldn't remember what that karate move would equate to.
What did you guys get?
Dishwasher.
Yeah. Paint
Load
vent,
and unload.
cut the grass. Someone must have been cutting it. Never got any longer, did it?
It was wash the car, wax a car, paint a fence, sand wood, and paint his house. OK, so 1, 2, 2.
Hey.
I asked you to name 3 items that were listed in the closing credits of Only Fools and Horses that you could buy on Hookie Street. What'd you get?
Roisin was eating crisps. I wrote crisps out of just panic. And also David Bowie LPs.
And I said sandals.
And Roisin said sandals.
You get 1 for that. David Bowie LPs is there. What did you guys get?
TVs, magazines, David Bowie LPs. Is that the line?
Oh.
You got 2 there.
Oh.
TV's deep freeze.
TV's deep freeze.
What you got, Rob Oti?
This is just sheer guesswork. A washing bowl, I thought you might find that at the market. Tea towels, T-shirts, buckets and screwdrivers. That's what you get at markets.
Have a listen and see if any of them are in there.
We've got some off-price crack ties, some miles and miles of carpet tiles, TVs, deep freeze, and David Bowie LPs. Pool games, gold chains, what's names, and Edda Push, and Trevor Francis tracksuits from a mush and Shepherd's Bush. Push, 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 push.
I mean, it does have wasp names in there, which covers all of that. OK, 1 point, 2 points, no points.
Oh, no.
My family are going to be ashamed of me for not getting all those.
No, that feels like that should be played at your wedding. I played you some Oscars acceptance speeches. There's 4 of them. You've got to name the 4 actresses. Did anyone get all 4?
Roche was all over this.
Sally Field.
OK, so the first one, you went Sally Field. Did anyone else go Sally Field?
Yeah, Sally Field.
Sally Field. All right, so what did you get for the second one?
Halle Berry.
No, not the second one. But you do get a point for it because it's the 4th one.
Oh, I've only thought there was 3.
How do you only think there was 3?
Well, some of them seem to be just leading into the next, then.
Yes, that's how things sequentially are done. OK, so you've got Sally Field, Halle Berry, and who else?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
OK, so you got 2 out of the 4. You got Nish,
We
Catherine?
got Sally Field, Anne Hathaway, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Goldie Hawn.
Oh, you got 1 out of the 4.
What?
Oh.
And you know what we learned? Is these women really need to pull themselves together.
Well, I'm glad you said it. Rob Oti, do you get this?
So we said Sally Field, Meryl Streep, Halle Berry, and Gwyneth Paltrow.
You got 3 out of the 4. Let's take a look.
And I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now. You like me.
Oh, boy.
I love it up here.
I was right, I told you.
Oh, my God.
Julia Roberts. I said to Roisin, Julia Roberts, she went, nah, because she ain't fucking won an Oscar. Nom, 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 Chris. You only wrote 3 down, you could have just put it as the 4th.
OK, so you heard a gushing Sally Field, an overwhelmed Meryl Streep, and then it was the infectious laughter of Julia Roberts and the very emotional Halle Berry. Time now for a special bonus round. Please welcome one of Hollywood's go-to guys for movie trailers. It's the one and only Red Pepper.
How you doing?
Very well indeed. Can I just remind everyone, this is Red's genuine voice.
Wow. Wow.
So you've voiced over pretty much every movie ever, right?
Well, not every movie ever, but plenty. Yeah, I've had my fair share.
It's like somebody designed the opposite of my voice.
What? We're going to do a quick voiceover competition, because Rob Brydon, our very own Rob Brydon, you've done a lot of voiceovers in your time, right?
Yeah, I know you have.
Can't imagine you do a lot of the same work.
Well, weirdly,
not a lot of competition.
Weirdly, though, they've both got to do the terms and conditions. The terms and conditions are where the game is played with voiceover, right? So we're going to do, like, the fastest read of this in the deepest voice known to man. Go.
0 representative APR. For a limited time only, subject to eligibility. Prices may change, 18 and over. Cannot be used in conjunction with any other offer. See online for full terms and conditions. Always read the label.
I think I've got my first terms and conditions boner.
Rob Brydon, we would like to hear your rendition.
OK, this won't be as sexy. 0% representative APR for a limited time only, subject to eligibility. Prices may change. 18s and over cannot be used in conjunction with any other offer. See online for full terms and conditions. Always read the label.
Oh. All right. You got the speed. You got the speed, baby.
You did that 4 seconds quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is... The auto cue could hardly keep up.
Can you imagine if there was some kind of hybrid of me and Red? You imagine what that could achieve.
Oh, hell yeah.
A tiny little sexy man.
In a box.
Yeah. Well, let's get to the question, right? So the question is, we've got the taglines from 4 famous movies. You have to write down what is the movie.
Ooh.
Okay?
Ooh.
That's going to be the question. Okay, so first tagline.
The longer you wait, the harder it gets.
Let's have that one more time.
The longer you wait, the harder it gets.
So you've got to write down your answers for that?
Tagline for a film?
Yeah, tagline for a film. Huge film. Okay, so next one, number 2.
He may be dead, but he's the life of the party.
Jimmy Carr, the movie.
How dare you? How ever dare you? Okay, let's have that one again.
He may be dead, but he's the life of the party.
I want that to be the voice in my head.
Yeah.
Here's the third one.
His story will touch you, even though he can't.
Oh.
Let's have that one again.
His story will touch you, even though he can't.
Okay, and the last one. Go Red Pepper.
Touch you.
Does for sex, drugs, and rock and roll what the Sound of Music did for Hills.
Okay, let's see if you got the film. So what was the first tagline? Go to the
The
answers.
first tagline, the longer you wait, the harder it gets. It was for the 40-year-old virgin.
Okay, so what do we get? You got the 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah.
You wrote...
Yeah, so... Roisin, what did you go for? The longer you wait, the harder it gets?
Constipation. The movie.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But what a shit when you have it.
It's the big fat quiz of everything, everyone. Constipation, tick. Okay, what did you think that might be?
Oti
Nothing.
thought it was Jurassic Park, but
I named every big movie and you just shut me down.
Well,
in fairness, you were wrong on everything, so...
Well,
okay.
to be fair, they do wait 65 million years to come back to life. It's
There
not the
you go.
craziest guess in the world.
Okay, the longer you wait, the harder it gets was the 40-year-old virgin. What was the next one?
He may be dead, but he's the life of the party. Weekend at Bernie's.
Yay!
You've got Weekend at Bernie's on the top right there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Number 2, what did you think we asked for you?
Top Dead Fred. He's a laugh, isn't he? I'd say he's the laugh soul of the party, but I won't write in a tagline.
What was the third one?
Third one was, his story will touch you, even though he can't. Edward Scissorhands.
Oh.
His story will touch you, even though he can't. It's
Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
And what did you get for that?
Hollow Man.
Hello, man. Good guess.
Thanks, Red.
Wrong.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Ghost.
Okay, number 4. Just give me the tagline, not the name of the film.
Does for sex, drugs, and rock and roll what the Sound of Music did for Hills.
And you thought that was...
Watership
Watership Down.
How did you get Watership Down?
Have you watched it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then you'd know. It's...
Don't start criticising it if you've not watched it, Jimmy.
Okay, Nish.
Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap is the...
This is Spinal Tap.
Is the answer. Okay.
They didn't say they've not got the whole film name there. Just not. This is Spinal Tap, not Spinal Tap.
Yeah, I tell you what it's not. Fucking Watership Down. What did you making? Yeah. Let's see what's that done to the scores. I can tell you that Rob and Roisin are lucky to have 11. Oh. Rob and Oti have 15, and Nish and Katherine have 20. That's it for part 3. Over to you, Red.
Coming soon to a TV screen near you, part 4 of the big fat quiz of everything. With Oti and Rob, Beauty and the Beast, Nish and Katherine, the usual suspects, and Rob and Roisin, Dumb and Dumber. Part 4 coming soon.
Red Pepper, everyone. Thanks so much for coming in, man. That was great. Welcome back to the big fat quiz of everything. Our next round is all about science and technology. Puffing Billy is the name of the world's oldest surviving locomotive. It travelled at 5 miles per hour and is still being used today by Southern Rail. The first contraceptive pill was made by synthesizing hormones from yams, because, of course, you can't get a yam pregnant, and I should know. It wasn't until a year after we landed on the moon that American Bernard Sardo patented the first wheeled suitcase. and it's revolutionised the way Saudi Arabian agents remove the dismembered bodies of dissident journalists from embassies in Turkey. OK, are you ready for some more questions? It's science and technology. Question number 1. Take a look at this clip from Tomorrow's World in 1969. All I want to know is, what are they talking about?
Da-da-dit, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-di-dit. Di-di-di-da, di-da, di-da, da-di?
Di-di-da-da-da-di, da-da-di.
Which is quite enough of dat.
They were talking about something to come?
Forget the Tomorrow's World thing. What were they talking about there? Next, it's over to the Sky at Night presenter, Dr. Maggie, everyone.
Hi, Jimmy. Dr. Maggie here. Now, I co-host a programme called The Sky at Night because I have a lifelong passion with science and the technology that lets us explore the universe. But it's an invention close to home that I want to ask your teams about. In 1826, a chemist called John Walker created a revolutionary new product that we still use today. He called them friction lights. But can the teams tell me what they're known as now?
So what was invented in 1826 by John Walker, and they're called friction lights?
Yeah, Twinny. Or not. And then Roisin said the answer I was going to say to her. That is mental.
Have you written it down, though?
No. I'll write it. What was the answer? Oh, yeah.
Question number 3 in this round. Back in the early 1970s, this diagram garnered worldwide attention. It was called the Pioneer Plaque. What I want to know is, who is it for?
Looks like the treatment for naked attraction.
Filmed in this very studio, I would add.
Are they going to do a celeb version?
Huh?
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
I'd do it. I would love to be on Celeb Naked Attraction. That's what I'm waiting for. My best features are hidden.
What is your best feature, in your opinion?
I have a textbook vagina, and it's stunning. And I got to get it out, like, in the next 18 months. I don't know where. It's going to hit a wall one day.
Question 4. Take a look at this clip from an episode of Dispatches. All I want to know is, what are these people talking about?
I was so amazed and I was so excited with it. We just received it then.
Whatever your interests are, there's something on here for everybody.
I love it. I love it personally, definitely on a night time.
We first opened the box up. It's like Pandora's box to me.
OK, so what are Ant and Dec's parents talking about?
What year was it?
It was the year 2000, but it was the Northeast.
Oh, well, you fucked us then, because we thought it was older than that.
No, I don't think so.
No, that could still be whatever you're thinking. It could still be that.
Northeast.
Yeah.
And finally, in this round, it's a science. Say what you see. So all you've got to do is say what you see. Don't say it out loud. Just say what you see. Here it is.
What's that? Fence. Fence. Drink vent.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's the beginning. That's the first bit, but I don't know what the rest is.
Oh, the tension in here.
Oh, yeah. I got it.
OK, all right, so answers, everyone. I showed you a clip from Tomorrow's World in 1969. I just wanted to know, what were they reporting on? Did you get it?
We put Morse code, and then I wrote Nish is cool, because I felt like it.
And I agreed.
So you got one right.
For us, it was a toss-up between Morse code and binary code.
What have you got there? You got
Morse code about a new M&S opening.
Let's not get into the specifics, but Morse code, you all get a point.
Morse code? Yes.
Dr. Maggie from the Sky at Night asked you what friction lights were. Did you know?
Matches.
Matches.
We don't know. And then candles, street lamp. Matches, of course.
1826, so you think candles might have been invented?
I put we don't know, and Oti, with pride, got the better of her. She wanted to put something down. She wrote
put
candle,
something,
street lamp.
anything.
Matches, points, no points. OK, I showed you a diagram from the early 70s. Who was it for? Nish, Catherine, you've gone with?
Students.
Students.
You thought that was for students?
Yeah, just how to, like, wave at each other when you're both nude.
That bloke's belly looks like a crocodile with its tongue hanging out for his knob.
Who did you think it was for?
Well, again, we started with we don't know, and then it struck me, is that the thing they show if aliens visit us? Is that the thing to explain civilization to aliens?
That's the right answer. We sent it into space for aliens so that they could identify. So it's us on the right It's us just to tell us what we look like. And then on the left, it's a close-up of the anus we want them to probe. Rob, Roisin, did you get this?
Yeah, Roche took the lead on this one.
What'd you say?
Dodgy Ian and the Boner Boys.
I would argue is we don't know what the aliens are called. So there could, you know, who's to say there's not an alien called Ian? And his mates all with boners.
OK, so, aliens, you get a point there. Well done, Oti and Rob. I showed you a clip from an episode of Dispatches from the year 2000. I asked you what they were talking about. What do you think?
This was a big swing from me. I thought it might be Freeview, like Freeview, the Freeview box for your telly.
Spoke about
no.
box.
What did you think?
We went for everything.
We were computer. I thought it was CFAX, but that wouldn't be 2000. That was way back in the 80s, wasn't it?
I mean, it feels like you're very, very close with computer laptop. What have you got?
Internet.
Correct answer.
What? In 2000?
OK. Finally, I asked you to say what you saw. Did you get this?
Ladies and gentlemen, Katherine Ryan absolutely
Please,
smashed this
Katherine
out of
Ryan.
the park.
Well, I think a lot of us got stuck on pub, but
Yep.
that's an in, Jimmy.
Yes,
and
it
it's
is.
Dyson Invent Bagless Hoover.
And Roisin smashed it for our team as well, which is doing nothing for gender stereotypes at all.
OK, so Dyson invents Bagless Hoover.
Nice.
I think I think half a point, because you got most of it. Dyson Bagless Hoover. You get half a point.
Thank you.
Oh,
That's
thank you
okay.
very much.
It's all right.
Can we get half a point for computer laptop performance so that makes a full point and then we'll...
I like your style, Oti.
Yes, you can, Oti. Yes, you may. You may have 2 half points at points.
Thank you.
But only because you're the nicest.
Thank you.
OK, time for a bonus round now. This is the part of the show where I introduce a mystery guest. All you need to do is tell me who they are, but you can only ask them yes or no questions. Please welcome our mystery guest. OK, so we can only ask yes or no questions.
Did you win something?
No.
Did you go viral?
Yes.
Are you on television? Are you famous for being on television?
Yes.
Are you the child that crawled into the background in that interview on the news? You've had growth hormones and you've really shot up.
Yeah, that was 2017 that happened.
Never know.
Did you tweet something?
No.
Instagram?
No.
Was it when you was little?
Yes.
Were you a baby when it happened?
Yes.
It was filmed, the thing she's famous for. You've got the TV, you've got the baby. 1997 is the year. Went viral more recently.
Was it about somebody biting someone's finger?
Charlie bit my finger.
Yeah. Was it that?
Famously, 2 boys.
Wait, are you the girl?
Well, you've got to write it down. If you think you know the answer, just write it down.
I know that face.
Oh, my giddy lord, you've got it. Press done. Press done. Now lean over it so they can't see.
You lean over it.
No one else has written anything. You two have to guess. Write down your answers.
Jimmy, move it on.
I'm moving it on. OK, let's have a quick look at the answers that you
We've
have.
got an answer, and I think it's correct.
OK, Rob and Roisin, what have you got?
Whatever Rob and Oti put. I don't think you can say that's wrong.
OK, what have you got, Nish and Katherine?
Teletubby Sunshine Baby.
Yes!
Oh, my God! 3 points all round! Well done, Pete!
But she saw that.
Rob and Oti, you put what? Sorry?
Well,
Yes,
you mean Rob and
the
Oti.
face-
Oti was the one who got it right. She was the one who knew
Oti?
it.
So the face of the sun and the Teletubby. I just remember.
Can you please tell us who you are and what you're famous for?
My name's Jessica, and I was the baby in Teletubbies.
Let's take a look at you in action.
You do look similar.
I mean, she's the same person.
Yeah,
But she's not had a ton of work done.
Oh, yeah. Did your parents send you in and had you laugh for an audition?
It was, my mum had took me into the hospital to be weighed, and it was the same day the producers had been in and forwarded names for, like, smiley babies. So, yeah.
That's amazing.
So they took you into the hospital to weigh you, and then you got the part. So it's like, isn't that awful?
Well,
for
they're weighing
actresses?
actresses very young.
They go, no, she's OK, she's 8 pounds. If she'd been 10 pounds, they would have gone, no, it's too big a baby. OK, let's see what that's done to the scores. I can tell you in last place, without even looking, Rob and Roisin have 15. Only slightly ahead, Rob and Oti have 19. In the lead, Nish and Katherine with 24. 4, time for Teletubbies to say bye-bye. See you in 5. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz of Everything. This next round is all about sports and games. Snakes and Ladders is an ancient Indian board game that's still played around the world today by children who can't afford an Xbox. The origins of sumo wrestling date back 2,000 years to when the first Greggs was opened in Japan. Dungeons and Dragons hit the shelves in 1974. Say what you like about the people who played Dungeons and Dragons. Seriously, say what you like. What are those nerds going to do? OK, time for some sports and games questions. Take a look at these people being interviewed on NBC News about a famous sporting event. All I want to know is, what sporting moment are they talking about?
A historical event. She was great.
She wasn't that great.
Yes, she was.
No, she wasn't.
She was.
Yeah, but he was giving it to her.
He did not.
Yes, he did.
55-year-old man.
He was doing pretty good. Did you see him jump over the net at the end of the game?
Why didn't he do it during the game?
OK.
It's not those people.
Well, Rob,
This
what's
is like the
matter?
quiz is how to confer when it's impossible to confer.
It's not a dream scenario we've got.
Don't leave. Stay with me.
Give me some answers.
Right, it's a...
Here's 3 faces from the world of sport. OK, swimmer Ian Thorpe, cricketer Phil Tufnell and footballer Stuart Pearce. All I want you to do is give me their nicknames. So I need nicknames for those 3. It's Ian Thorpe, Phil Tufnell and Stuart Pearce. Tuffers does not count for Phil Tufnell. Question number 3. Take a look at this fun clip of an enthusiastic Katy Perry re-recording one of her hits in a bizarre language for a hugely popular game. All I want to know is, what game?
But it's a phobia, nope, with passion. But it's a phobia, nope. Rimpy fervor perbidex, wara ufa monorex. Rimpy fervor perbidex, wara ufa monorex. Yarby denzel table dupes, ebe duka mimi shoops, hippie kipsy upper coop.
Why can't we just have a sports round? Why are you fucking about with that?
Because it is a game.
It's a game and it's the Big Fat Quiz of Everything.
Sports and games, Robert. Listen to the round name.
Next, we go over to the queen of all things competitive, Claire Balding.
Woo-woo! Hi, Jimmy, this is Eric, and he wanted to help me ask this question. I've covered some tense sporting moments in my time, but nothing made me as on edge as playing the children's game Buckaroo. And here is my question for your teams. Can you name any 3 of the items that you had to balance precariously on Roo's back?
I don't know what to start. Does she play the guitar? Why has she got pebbles? Why is there a cat involved?
I don't know why there are pebbles in a bowl. I think she was going for a spa hotel look.
Where else are you going to keep your pebbles? Loose?
You can't have loose pebbles.
You can't have them in a bowl. You got to bowl your pebbles up. Right, just loose pebbles everywhere. Yeah. Bowl your pebbles, Jimmy.
I cannot tell you how much money I would pay to watch a version of the Marie Kondo show in England presented by Roisin Conaty. I'm just walking around telling people they can't have loose pebbles.
Lastly for this...
Come on, boy. Give it to me.
OK. Lastly
you
for this
must have read
round...
some questions in your
I'm going to
time.
give you...
Come on, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy.
You could do it, Jimmy.
I can do this.
Jimmy.
Can't lose Peb. Still a couple of question Pebs out.
Who had round 5 for total breakdown? OK. I'm going to read you some sporting terminology. 3 sports.
You got it. He's loose pebbled it, stick it in a bowl and go again.
Oh, OK.
Oh, my God, Jimmy's crying. He's a real boy.
OK, lastly for this round, I'm going to give you some sporting terminology. A point for each sport you identified. There are 3. OK, so what would you be playing if you had a tight head, a spear tackle and a hooker?
Oh,
yeah.
Go on. You know this, yeah?
Tight head,
Go on.
spear,
So proud of
tackle and
myself.
hooker. I
Okay.
think that sounds like stag do.
What would you be playing if you were facing a flipper, a dibbly-dobbler and a full toss? What sport would you be taking part in if you had a long snapper, a nickelback and a tight end?
What have you got for the second one?
OK, you ready for some answers?
Yeah, mate.
OK,
Yes.
here we go. I asked you what those people were being interviewed about. What did you all put?
Tennis people, male v female.
When Billie Jean King played tennis versus... Yeah.
A little more specific and say Bobby Riggs against Billie Jean King.
That is the exact right answer.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. Rob Brydon, you'll notice from here on in, is all business. OK, so I asked you if you knew the nicknames of these sportsmen. Did you know them?
Fucking did I? Yeah. Do you want them?
Yes.
Torpedo, Tuffers and Psycho.
Torpedo, the Cat and Psycho.
Oh, he's Tuffers, mate.
Yeah, it's not his nickname.
Maybe he calls himself Tuffers, but everybody else calls him the Cat.
Did you get this? You got this?
No.
4 points,
Yeah.
Nish and Katherine? All right, I showed you a clip of Katy Perry entertainingly re-recording one of her hits for a popular game. What was the game?
Furbies.
The game Furbies?
Yes.
What's the game?
I don't know.
Well, the game is you get one and it's a right laugh. So you can feed them. They make noises. That's the game with Furbies, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the game.
But it tells you what you want to do with them. Personally, I'll get loads and stick them in a bowl. It's up to you how you play with them.
OK, Nish, Katherine, what'd you get?
We thought it was Fruit Ninja because I heard her say passion and it seems like a game she would endorse.
OK, Rob, Oti?
We put Pokemon.
Pokemon. Well, the answer was The Sims. It was in Simlish. Claire Balding. Don't know if you noticed, she had a lot of pebbles in a bowl.
Where else are you going to keep them?
So what would you have had on the back of a buckaroo horse?
We went for horseshoe, saddle, and that horse neck scarf thing. You know, the thing they put over an horse when they're going to pull a carriage?
Horseshoe and saddle, you get 2 points. OK, what did you get, Katherine and Nish?
We put cowboy hat, rope and saddle.
3 points.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oti?
Bucket, spade, rope, hat. I don't know what that last one is.
Pickaxe.
Pickaxe.
3.
Woo-woo!
Finally, I asked you to identify 3 sports by their terminology. So tight end, spear tackle and hooker. You'll get this?
Rugby.
Rugby, OK. Easy one. What'd you put, Roche?
Fishing.
Yep.
Fishing.
Yeah.
Why is there a hooker in fishing?
Well,
I guess...
I mean, they're normally divorcees, aren't they?
All right, rugby, fishing, no. OK, second one was if you were facing a flipper, a dibbly-dobbler and a full toss.
Charades.
You thought, Nish?
Cricket.
Cricket really paying out for you.
With cricket, which was Oti, not me.
OK, so rugby, cricket, and if you were facing a long snapper, a nickelback and a tight end?
American football.
The right answer.
Yeah.
Nish, Katherine.
Our North American connection paying off.
So you get 3. Rob, Roisin, what did you put?
A Scoocher Man. Scoocher Man. We're big NFL fans, and Scoocher Man is the original. Basically, Scoocher Man invented the rules of the game. So we thought we might get an extra point by giving you the name of the guy that invented the rules to NFL. Scoocher Man. Gavin Scoocher Man. It was
Gavin as well. It's like the detail of the line.
Are you going to give us a point?
No.
The game is bullshit.
This game is bullshit. OK, all right. So it's now time for a special bonus round. I'm going to show you 3 iconic print adverts that have all been subtly improved. All you need to do is tell me what the advert is for. OK, here's the first one. So that's me pre-hair transplant and diet.
Oh, my God, it's Jimmy.
What?
I don't know.
OK, so what advert? You
No
just got to write
idea.
down the product. Write down the product. What was that advert for?
I think it's a photo booth.
It's not an advert for photo booths, no. All right, next one. OK, so what is that an advert for?
Yes. Go on.
What's that?
OK, and the third one?
That is not for something?
That's an ad for something, yeah. Don't worry, Nish is on this.
That's me and Nish know. Same age.
Same age.
Know.
We all know what that is.
OK, let's have a look and see what you got. So the first one, what did you all put?
Oh, well, we did 2
Friends. Advert for Friends.
It's not Friends. It's not Friends.
How do you think it's an advert for Friends?
That's what we've written?
No, that's what Roisin wrote. I put Iron Brew.
We thought it was an advert for a dating app.
Yeah.
And I think Friends. No one's trying to have sex looking at that, but they might be looking for someone to have a coffee with.
A little bit of sense over here. Rob Brydon, Oti, what do you think it's an ad for?
Well, Rob.
Yeah, Hamlet cigars.
And I agreed.
Let's have a look. That is the right answer. That's an advert for Hamlet cigars from 1986. OK, next one. What was it for?
Oxo Cube.
Yeah, we put
Oxo
Oxo Cube.
What did you guys put?
Oxo.
OK, let's have a look. Exactly right. And it's also cute. Look at that. Look how ugly that baby is. It's unbelievable.
That's an awful baby.
OK, all right, next one. You all got this, right?
Yeah.
Wonder Bra.
Yes, it was me as Eva Herzegovina advertising the Wonder Bra in 1994. You got this, Nish?
Yes.
You got this, the Wonder Bra?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's take a look and see what that's done to the scores. I can tell you in last place with 22 points, Rob and Roisin.
Yep.
In second place, Rob and Oti with 33. Just in the lead, Nish and Katherine with 36.
Nish, you're going tight.
Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz of Everything. The next round is all about culture and fashion. So, viewers in Middlesbrough, you might want to go and make yourself a cup of tea or something. The Eiffel Tower was erected in 1889 to distract tourists whilst having their pockets picked. For centuries, high heels were an essential accessory for men needed for horse riding to secure their stance in their stirrups. At least that's what they told their wives when they were caught playing dress-up. One of Gianni Versace's most famous creations was a black dress held together with safety pins worn by Elizabeth Hurley in 1994. It was great for both of them. It made her famous, and he didn't have to do any sewing. OK, some questions about culture and fashion. OK, question number 1. What pop culture creation is this impressively mustachioed bloke talking about way back in 1927?
And so it is that this monstrous growth has come out of what is really a comparatively small seed. Now, the curious thing is how many people there are in the world who are perfectly convinced that he is a living human being. I get letters addressed to him. I get letters asking for his autograph. Get letters addressed to his rather stupid friend.
Who the hell is he talking about?
Fake human being with a stupid friend.
You've definitely heard of him.
We've gone for something. We're feeling good. We feel the comeback's on.
The comeback is on?
Yeah.
OK. Why did this outfit make headlines like the dress mess, a frock and a hard place, and it may have been spinach dip back in 1998?
Oh, God.
Why did it make...
Yeah, why did it make headlines like the dress mess, a frock and a hard place, it may have been spinach dip? Question 3. Next up, it's over to musician and comedian Tim Minchin.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Jimmy. On my new album, Apart Together, there are a few songs where I reflect on the experience of living in the United States of America. What I want to know from the teams is, which American attraction was originally known as Rebel Railroad before being renamed Gold Rush Junction and then further renamed Silver Dollar City before being rebranded to its current name?
Tennessee.
You write it. I don't know.
I
can't understand what you're saying, so you have to write it.
I can't understand what you're saying, so just write it.
We are miming.
Yeah, I'm doing some great mime. Look, I'm pretending that there's a wall here. Oh, my God, it nearly fell over. Can't believe I nearly killed Katherine Ryan.
You'd be all right. Most of that's we get a refund on.
I'm made of mostly then.
I think it would just merge in, like in the Terminator. OK, question number 4. Pop art legend Andy Warhol once said, "I used to drink it for 20 years, I guess. The same thing over and over again." What was he talking about?
Pee-pee.
What, sorry?
Pee-pee.
Pee-pee. It's all right, that down. Only ease.
OK, so I used to drink it for 20 years, I guess the same thing over and over again. What was he talking about? OK, lastly for this round, I'm going to show you 3 celebrity self-portraits. All I need is for you to tell me who drew them. OK, here's the first one. Here's the second. Terrifying. And the third, I would say impossible.
What?
What?
Celebrity self-portraits. Name the artists.
This middle person is a dangerous character and has done wrong.
Yeah.
Are you not getting the middle one?
No,
The
but
middle
if-
one is just, I mean, it's a photo. I mean, it's so...
But if that's your self-portrait, there's darkness in that.
OK, you ready for some big fat answers? OK, here we go. Culture and fashion. So I showed you a clip of a man with an incredible moustache talking about a fictional character that he had invented. Who was he talking about?
Sherlock Holmes?
Oh.
What did you think?
Oh, Lord. Well, if it's Sherlock Holmes, then Dennis the Menace is rather embarrassing. Because I thought Dennis the Menace, the Beano, Scotland, J. Thompson, he's Scottish.
That was Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And the answer was...
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Not...
Dennis the Menace.
You can see who reads what books.
I asked you why this dress made headlines in 1998. What did you all get?
Monica Lewinsky.
Monica Lewinsky.
Monica Lewinsky.
That is the correct answer.
It's more of a coat, though, isn't it, really, that photo? Oh, I thought it would be much more of a dress. It's not like a blowjobby dress.
This was not the blowjob
It's not like
dress.
a blowjobby dress. What is a blowjobby dress?
One that doesn't look like a Mac.
I think a Mac is ideal for that kind of caper.
No, it doesn't. It's not the dress, is it, Catherine?
No, the dress was blue, for sure. So did she give blowjobs in a series of outfits?
That is a black and white photograph.
Well, that is the dress.
I don't know, so I'm not really that bothered about the dress that for a blowjob.
What, if
I'll
somebody
get a
showed up
blowjob.
in a clown suit, you'd be all right with it? On or off, sir, on or off.
I'd still be into that.
Tim Minchin asked you if you knew it was formerly known as Rebel Railroad, Gold Rush Junction and Silver Dollar City. What do you think it was?
I said Las Vegas, and then Rob said Thunder Mountain.
Well, neither of them right.
No.
So OK.
We took a swing at the Grand Canyon.
You think what? Used to be called Rebel Railroad.
Hey, Jimmy, I said we took a swing. I didn't say it was a correct swing.
Swing and a miss, creepy eyes.
Whoa, people in Perspex screens, James.
Wow, that's a stare. Terrifying. OK. What did you put, Rob?
OT said...
We said Dollywood.
Dollywood.
From
Dolly Parton.
Parton.
Theme park.
Yeah.
Dollywood.
Yeah.
Correct answer.
Yay!
What was Andy Warhol talking about when he said, I used to drink it every day for 20 years, I guess the same thing over and over again?
Oh, Roche. Beep, beep.
Why are you saying it such a creepy
Because that's how
way?
he would have said it. Look at him. He never once said, I need to go for a wee. He went like this, I need to go for a beep, beep.
What did you think?
We thought maybe it was Coca-Cola, because it's in his paintings.
Oh, OK. Well, I mean, you were so close there. With
Tomato soup.
What kind of soup, Rob?
Oti Mabuse said
We said soup.
Campbell's soup.
Oh!
No.
Is the correct answer. Fifth question in this round. I showed you 3 celebrity self-portraits. I asked you to identify them. Did you get them?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
OK.
Yeah,
so,
we did, so let's just move on.
well, hang on. So
No,
you
the
went
times.
with Rob, Roisin?
Adele,
Yeah.
then Hugh Jackman,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then...
Wow.
Richard Hammond. Because of the car. And if you're going to do a self-portrait, if I was Richard Hammond, I wouldn't draw Richard Hammond. Because it's Richard Hammond, I'd draw that. That's better looking than Richard
He's a
Hammond.
good-looking man, isn't
Oh,
he?
yeah, I know, but this guy, I'd bang this guy, but
OK,
Hammond...
so you got 1 out of the 3 there.
Oh, what did we get?
You got Adele. Adele was right. OK, what did you go for, Nish? Catherine?
Adele, Jimmy Carr ×2. We thought there were 2 different portraits of you that you had done.
OK, and for the correct answer, let's go over to Oti. Oti, what have you got?
Adele.
This charmingly quirky one was Adele.
David Bowie.
Let's have a look at the second one. That is David Bowie. Very clearly David Bowie.
Well done.
And Pierce Brosnan.
No.
You saw a strikingly colourful Piers Brosnan. How did you get that?
Well done.
Really good.
Oti Mabuse, I mean, unbelievable. I don't know how you put that together. That made me feel better about it, because Piers Brosnan, he's Bond and he's very, he's very alpha male, but he cannot fucking draw, can he? Look at that.
No.
I've seen better moustaches on Nish. Time for a quick bonus round. We asked one of Britain's most distinguished actors, Charles Dance, to read a selection of book reviews that were posted online by internet users. All you need to do is work out what book he's talking about. Here is the first one. Just write down the first one.
Just because it was written yonks ago by a depressed girl living on the Yorkshire moors does not mean that it is good. What makes a classic book? The quality of the writing or the passage of time? I would rather slowly poke my eyes out with my Kindle than read this again. 1 star.
OK, what book is he talking about? Write it down. We'll go straight to the answer.
Yeah.
Oti, Rob, what have you got?
Wuthering Heights.
You got Wuthering Heights. And you went for
Wuthering
Nish
Heights.
and Catherine?
Wuthering Heights.
OK, and you went with...
Wuthering Heights.
OK, and I can tell you the answer is...
Jane Eyre.
Correct.
Interesting tactics there, Roche. Write down the wrong one and then get the right one, out loud. Never seen that one before, but that seems a strange way to play. Do we get a point for that?
You don't get a point for
OK,
that.
just a bit of feedback. I'll do it the other way. Okay.
I'll see.
So just a quick,
I'm
quick
understanding
team
the rules now.
Quick team talk.
OK, so here we go. Next one.
If you're a teenage girl or boy or a grown woman or gay man, if you are capable of reading and like men, you will find someone to fall in love with in this book. Not the best writing ever, but then who am I to judge? This is very teenage. I'm 24 and obsessed, but then my maturity is questionable. It is a beautiful teenage love story. It's not a horror. Do not expect thrills of the thriller kind, only of the OMG, he's so romantic kind. There are lots of those. They are awesome. I'm thrilled. 5 stars.
The girl writing that review doesn't have a lot of self-confidence, does she? She's like, well, what do I know? I'm 24. I liked it. Poorly written, but I'm trash.
OK, all right, let's have a look. What do you all get for this?
Twilight.
Twilight. Correct points all round. And final one of these, Charles Dance now.
There were no dicks in this book. 1 star.
I wrote that one.
Is that the whole thing?
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
OK, let's have a look. You went with?
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick.
OK, and you went with?
Moby Dick.
Correct points all round. OK, so at the end of that round, the scores are in last place with 27 points, Rob Beckett and Roisin Conaty.
Yes!
OK, inappropriate response.
No, we're having a great time.
We've
We've won morally.
I can tell you it is between Nish, Katherine, Rob and Oti. You both got 41.
Ooh!
It's all for play for us to go to the final part. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz of Everything. Our last round is potluck. Like a service station pasty, it's got a little bit of everything in it. The phrase peeping Tom means voyeur comes from a Tom who spied on Lady Godiva as she rode naked through Coventry. To be fair to Tom, though, she sounds like something of an exhibitionist, and there's never been a lot to do in Coventry. Victorians didn't smile in photographs, and who can blame them? They had a life expectancy of 22, they slept 12 to a bed in slums, and their hobbies were infant mortality, gangrene and racism. What did they have to smile about? OK, time for our last set of questions. Take a look at this 1997 Channel 4 documentary. All I want to know is, what has this man been told he has a recording of?
It is very bizarre indeed.
Pretty sure that's Roisin eating crisps.
Yes, it is.
Next up, and it's a question from Roman Kemp.
Hello, Jimmy. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. Now, listen, my time in the jungle on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, it was pretty tough. Not only did I have to eat a bull's penis, foreskin included, I also encountered all different types of bugs and creepy crawlies. But this time around, it's another type of animal that I want to ask your teams about. Can they tell me by what collective name the 3-horned face, the double beam, the tyrant lizard king, and the speedy thief are better known?
Can you say them again?
OK, so the speedy thief I would have got. Tyrant lizard king.
Yeah.
Think about a tyrant lizard king.
Yeah.
Be another name for a tyrant lizard king. Double beam, 3-horned face. What's got 3 horns on its face? There's only one thing.
Rhino.
Not a fucking rhino, no. Famously not a rhino. From the 80s until 2012, if you had a TV in the UK, you would have been familiar with this music. All I want to know is, what would you have been looking at if you were listening to this excellent tune?
You know this.
You know.
Oh, wow. Suddenly, when that music's on, Nish, your moustache makes sense. Take a look at this excerpt from a book of household tips released in 1856. What item are they recommending as a cure for hair loss? Something rubbed frequently on the part requiring it. The stimulating powers of this something are of service in restoring the tone of the skin and assisting the capillary vessels in sending forth new hair. And finally, take a look at this clip from Points of View in 1995. all I want you to tell me is who are these bingo fans talking about?
I think I can do what she's doing. Come out of her steam or whatever it is they have.
I think if she says someone wearing a yellow jumper, I think, oh, I wish I had a yellow jumper on. That's how it goes, you know.
Well, the thing she says, it's going to be a bus driver going to win it. Somebody Capricorn, she always... It's stupid half the time, none of them win.
That actually made me feel nostalgic. That was like my childhood.
Yeah.
In 5 seconds.
Seeing people smoke indoors is the most insane thing.
Yeah.
It's wild behaviour.
It is crazy. OK, is everyone finished? Let's have the final set of answers.
Yes.
OK. I asked you if you knew what was supposed to be in the recording you heard.
We think it's Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
What did you go for?
Or Paolo Nutini. I thought it had a little bit of an air of Paolo scatting on a song.
Very good point, well made. What did you go for?
We thought it was a demon ghost inhabits his sleeping bod.
Thought and think, James.
Well, Bigfoot is the right answer.
Oh!
Points, no points. I mean, you're very close here. You better be taking this seriously.
Oti, our nearest rivals have suddenly decided to go for humorous answers.
OK. Roman Kemp asked you what a three-horned face, a double beam, and a turret lizard king, and a speedy thief are better known as. What have you written?
Dragon.
You think a type of dragon? You think type of dragons?
Dragons.
And you said?
Dinosaurs.
The right answer. The three-horned face is a triceratops, a double beam is a diplodocus, a tyrant lizard king is, of course, a T-Rex, and a speedy thief is a velociraptor.
Oh, yeah, they are speedy.
OK, did you remember where this music came from?
I like it.
Rob, Roisin?
Yeah, when the telly stopped music.
Technically, that is the right answer.
Yeah.
Yes, and we'll have it. Thanks, Jimmy.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers. Thank you very much. Nish, what you got?
Nish?
The weather.
No, during the weather, they just told you what the weather was going to be like.
You didn't have a weather channel?
No, we did not have a weather channel. What did we have, Rob, Oti?
CFAX.
You're right, that is the CFAX music. Let's hear it again.
Love it.
When the telly stopped music.
Telly's over. I remember telly used to be over. There used to be a time when telly was over.
And you felt judged when if you were still up there, like, we're going to bed. So maybe you should.
Not
Hey,
so much
Jimmy,
these days.
things are going very well. You know what I feel like saying? I feel like saying, would Rob Brydon and his partner, Oti Mabuse, please take to the floor?
For their show dots.
Wow, a little glimpse into 2 years in the future. A little glimpse into 2022 and voted out first. I hope you had a great time.
I've just loved being part of it. I mean, it's been so much fun. Oti's been so kind of patient with me. Thank you.
I showed you an excerpt from an 1856 book on household tips, asked you what they were recommending as a cure for baldness. What did you put, Roisin Conaty?
Beep, beep.
You've got so creepy. What did you go for, Nick?
Semen, brackets jizz, brackets spunk, brackets knob juice.
And you went for Rob Brydon and Oti.
This is Oti Mabuse said onion. I had no idea.
I read it somewhere.
OK, removed by ill health or age, onion rubbed frequently onto the part requiring it.
We are that close to winning.
I mean, I don't know much about what would make your hair grow back, but...
£8 grand and a trip to Turkey, isn't it? Back on the plane with all the other lads with their bucket hats on.
Correct, sir. Finally, I asked you what the ladies playing bingo were talking about. Who were they talking about? What did you get, Rob, Roisin?
A Mystic Meg.
What did you get, Rob, Oti?
I got this one, Mystic Meg.
Mystic Meg. And Nish and Katherine, you've come dressed as her.
Yes, I also got Mystic Meg.
Mystic Meg. OK, well, let's have a look. There she is. Now it's time for our final big fat question. Please welcome the London Oompa Band. I mean, I'm a huge Oompa fan, so I'm all across this. So what these boys are going to do for the big fat question is they're going to play you 4 tracks. all the tracks were the longest #1 in their respective decades. So for the 70s, 80s, 90s and 2000s, they're going to play you the song. You get a point for each, and if you get them all right, you get a bonus 6 points.
Can we treble the bonus for us?
No. You can double it. You can double it, which means you could still do it. OK, so we're going to have some umpire music. You've got beers under your desks.
Oh,
if you want to get into the spirit of umpire.
Perfect.
OK, so take it away from the 70s. Let's go umpire. I could not be happier with this. I need the artist and the song for the point.
The
artist and the
artist
song
as well.
OK, and from the 80s, please, take it away, umpire. All I would say I learned from that was A, the longest #1 in the 80s, but also the guy on the trombone seems much more musical than the other two. I mean, I'm just saying he's killing it over there. You all got it? Yeah, I need the artist, I need the song, and from the 90s, take it away, umpire. I take it all back. The fella on the trumpet nailed it there.
Oh, well done.
We've got to hope for a big finish.
Yes.
I don't know by whom, though.
Oh, I know who.
OK, so 70s, 80s, 90s you've had so far. So from the noughties, gentlemen, take it away.
That was really beautiful.
Well done.
This guy, finally. Rob, Roisin, what'd you get?
The first one.
You're the one that I want, Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, just Olivia Newton-John, you say?
And John Travolta.
And John Travolta.
Well, you haven't written...
We wrote Grease. Oh, you fucking know who it was. Jesus Christ.
And then, well, Rob, you're the one that I want.
Yeah.
Olivia Newton-John.
And John Travolta.
What did you get?
You're the one that I want, Travolta and Newton-John.
Yeah. OK. What did you get as the second song?
We didn't get it. I put Blue Monday by New Order because I just panicked.
Unlucky. OK. Rob, Oti, what did you put the second one?
We put Love Is All Around by Wet, Wet, Wet.
Ooh.
Is it not that, though?
No, it's Two Tribes.
It's Two
Tribes, was it? Oh.
By Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
So we actually got that one right.
OK, the third one, from the 90s. Did you all get it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bryan Adams.
Everything I do, brackets. I do it for you, Bryan Adams.
I know you're Canadian. Fine. OK, and the last one, a beautiful rendition. Rob, Oti?
Umbrella.
By?
Jay-Z and Rihanna.
Yes, Jay-Z and Rihanna is the correct answer.
Let's see how many others get the
Umbrella
answers right.
Rihanna.
Oh, believe it. What do you want? The fucking guitar player's name as well.
OK, all right, you get the Rihanna umbrella. You get the point for that. Okay?
Jesus Christ.
Fuck me.
OK, so that means the final scores are... Rob and Roisin, you've got a very respectable 39 points. Katherine and Nish just ahead with 45.
Oh, nice.
But the winners, and I think...
Nuno Bettencourt.
What, sorry?
Nuno Bettencourt is Rihanna's guitar.
OK, for the winners of the big fat quiz of everything, Rob Brydon and Oti Mabuse! I mean, look at that. Boy, well, that's it. A big thank you to our brilliant panel, all our special guests. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I've been Jimmy Carr. This has been the Big Fat Quiz of Everything. Good night. Play us out, boys.